going on, loves? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about macros. You guys hear me talk about them all the time, how I'm tracking them, what I'm eating on Meet the Love Alls. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what exactly macros are, how you count them, and why I love them so much. I'm going to try to keep this video very short and sweet, and I also want you guys to understand that I am not a dietitian or a nutrition specialist, but I do have a lot of personal experience with counting macros, and I have done a lot of research about it on my own. And it is very important for you guys not to just take my word for it, but do the research on your own. I will post in the description box below a link to a guy. His name is Lane Norton, and he is a scientist. So he has spent his entire career studying specifically macronutrients and how they affect your body, how to reverse diet, and those kind of things. So it'll give you a more detailed and scientific reason why counting your macros is a really great way to go about getting your eating lifestyle under control. So what are macros? The term macros is short for macronutrients, and there are 3 macronutrients that our body needs in order to function properly. And those are protein, carbohydrates, and fats. And it's very important to have the proper balance of these things in order to reach your specific fitness goals. Everybody's body is so different. Everybody's body responds very differently to different numbers. So it's important for you to figure out what works best for you. One of the most important things is to kind of understand where you are right now. So how do you know what your numbers are? Everybody's body is so different. So my numbers aren't necessarily gonna work for you. It depends on your height, weight, your activity level, and those types of things. So a really great resource for you to figure out what your macros would be to go to iifym.com, ifitfitsyourmacros.com, and you can type in your height, your weight, your activity level, all of those things, and it will give you a really good idea of what your macros would be, what your calories would be for your particular body type and for your particular fitness goals. My personal goals are to lean out and to gain muscle. So my macros are, I'm 5'8" and I weigh about 158 pounds. So I eat about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So I'm eating about between 158 and 165 grams of protein. My carbs for me right now are between 150 and 175, and my fats, I kind of keep it at about 40 grams per day. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to do a thing called reverse dieting where because your body adapts to your macros. So once you figure out what your macros are, your body will adapt to it. And especially if you're training hard, your body will get used to it. And the more you train and the harder you train, the more food your body's gonna need as fuel to work properly. So with the macros that I'm doing right now, I'm training about 4, sometimes 5 days a week, and I'm focusing on lifting and building muscle. But for my particular goals at this point, my goal is to lean out for Cancun. So I'm gonna keep my carbs probably a little bit on the lower side just for now, and then when we get back from Cancun, I will slowly increase them every other week by maybe 5 to 10 carbs every other week or so. How do I track my macros? One of the most popular macro tracking apps is called MyFitnessPal. I find that it's one of the best resources. You can scan all of your food into MyFitnessPal and track what you eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner, all your snacks. Even if you drink juice or drink pop or whatever it is, then you want to make sure that you scan it in there, and it'll give you a breakdown of how much fat you ate for the day, how much protein, and how many carbohydrates you ate for the day. I try to make sure that I'm focusing on not exceeding my daily intake of carbohydrates and fats in order to reach my goals. And so far, I'm on a really great track. I'm seeing a lot of changes in my body, and it's working for me. So that's where I'm at. You kind of have to play around with different numbers. Once you get your numbers, after you go to ifitfitsyourmacros.com and you get the numbers that they give you, you have options to either go on an aggressive route or be moderate or maintain. But it's best to not go like crazy reckless, because you want to be able to slowly take the weight off so that you can keep it off long term. This is not a quick fix. This is just a way for you to gain control and understanding about what you're putting in your body so that you can be successful lifelong. The reason why I love counting my macros so much is because not only do you see crazy results, but you also gain so much understanding about what you're putting into your body, and I think that's so important. I personally have had issues in the past with emotional eating and just eating just to eat, or eating to fill emotional voids, and I don't want to be that person anymore. So this is a way for me to really be intentional about what I'm feeding my body and to really learn what foods I'm willing to give up and what foods I'm really not. There are some foods that I really love and I want to be able to incorporate into my lifestyle. And counting my macros is a way for me to still be able to enjoy the foods that I love. I don't have to cut anything out necessarily, but I just have to be very intentional that if I want to eat the brownie today, then I have to make sure that everything else fits around it. So brownies are very high in fat and in carbohydrates. So if I really want a brownie, I have to sit down and really think about if I'm really truly craving it, or if I just feel like eating because I'm sad, or if I just feel like eating just to eat. I have to be very intentional, and then everything else that I eat around that brownie has to be very low in fat so that I don't exceed my 40 grams a day. And I love it also because it just helps you to gain so much control. It's a very powerful feeling, and it helps you to really understand when you are emotional eating and when your body really needs that fuel. If we're really eating super clean, there are gonna be days where you need, like, you ain't gonna stop me from eating that brownie. Like, I need that brownie in my life and nobody can stop me. You're gonna have days like that, but you're not gonna feel guilty about it because all the other days you were very careful and you ate really well and stayed in your numbers. We only get one body, and it's really important to fuel it properly. God has blessed us with the ability to be active and the ability to take care of ourselves, and I think it's really important that we take control of that. And like I said in the past, I've done a poor job of it. I've gone up and down in my weight, and I finally got to a point in my life where I had enough, and I'm still on a journey. I'm still on a journey to figure out what is best for me, but I feel like I'm on the right track and I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. And here's my progress. When I first started this particular phase of my journey, I started with my carbohydrates at about 150 to about 200, and I've since lowered them a little bit. I have made really great progress. It's not crazy and it's not dramatic, but it's noticeable, and I feel so much better. I feel more confident. I'm leaning out slowly, but the best way to lean out is to do it slow and steady, because you want to be able to continually lose at a rate that your body can handle. You don't want to lose like a ton of weight in a week and then your body goes into this shock. You want to make sure that it's slow and steady. So that's my progress. I'm really excited because I really believe that I'm going to reach my personal fitness goals. Am I fat? No, absolutely not, but I know what my body is capable of, and I want to reach that goal for myself. It's not all about looks, but I do think it is important to be comfortable in your skin and to be happy with where you're at. And I've reached my goal before in an unhealthy way, and now I want to do it in a way that I can maintain lifelong and actually enjoy. So I hope this was beneficial for you guys. I hope that I can motivate you guys to start a healthy lifestyle, and I hope that you guys keep me motivated. You guys are my motivation as well, and I'm so excited to share my journey with you. And use those resources that I put in the description box. Go and download MyFitnessPal on your phone and start tracking your food, and then go to ifitfitsyourmacros.com, IIFYM.com, and punch in all your numbers and figure out what macros work for you and give it a try. The worst thing you can do is not try. Is it a lot of work? Absolutely. It takes time for you to get used to getting in the habit of tracking all your food every single day, weighing your food, measuring your food, but I'm telling you, it is so worth it to gain control of your life. It is so much better than any yo-yo diet you can go on. You might go on this diet and lose a bunch of weight, but it's not anything that you can maintain lifelong because you're totally cutting out all the foods that you love. It's not an enjoyable experience. And then after the diet period is over, you end up gaining all the weight back and more because you were depriving yourself. There's no need to deprive yourself. You can still enjoy the foods that you love. So give it a try. If you have any questions or want me to do any other videos about this subject, just leave some comments down in the description box. I hope that I answered all of your questions in this video, but if I didn't, please let me know. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a big thumbs up because that really helps my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when these videos are coming up. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate. I'm here to help you if you need help. But like I said, just keep in mind that I am not a fitness professional. I just have a lot of experience, and health and fitness is my passion. So I am very passionate about helping others to reach their personal goals as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye loves. Happy counting.